you see guys like, Will Smith who stand out, Cutter Goche who stand out in college, and then, they still do well in the NHL. But but the speed, everything happens quicker, less stick handles, shots get off quicker, goalies are bigger. So, he's going to have a great year. So.
Do you remember your height and weight when you showed up at Chestnut Hill?
Yeah, I think I was probably same height, 6'4". I think I was 210, so I'm about 220 now. So
because there's that whole aspect too of not just your body maturing, but the whole off-ice weightlifting.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You have to train for hockey specific while getting stronger as well. So that's the biggest thing. Like for me, I've been focusing on is my skating and just making sure that the things that I'm doing off the ice are applying onto the ice, so or transferring onto the ice. So
I was going to ask you that. What do you individually sort of focus on going into this year at BC, just both on and off ice, just you as a player person?
On ice, probably more skating, puck touches, first 3 steps out of a corner, puck protection, a lot of power forward qualities that I take pride in and that I need to get better at, so I can play a power forward game in the NHL one day. And so those are just the basics, but pretty much everything you gotta get better at. So
thinking of the freshman year, Dean Letourneau didn't have what he would have wanted. What did you see from him in terms of how he handled that?
Yeah, he just kept his head down and worked hard. Like, he's someone that is willing to go on the ice, and when there's free ice, when there's the gym's open, we go on the ice a lot during free ice and whenever we have time before practice. And I know he spent a couple weeks here before coming to this camp, so he's really committed, and like James, he's gonna bounce back. And the stats don't quite show for it, but he's going to be a big contributor, and he was last year to our depth. So,
you're coming in as a freshman. You have fifth years, you have seniors on that team. You have to earn respect. But we had a great group of guys. I loved it. The group we had was so close. Everyone picked each other up. We had leaders. Older guys would help out the younger guys, so it was just awesome. I loved it. And TDP, it's a lot different. You're playing junior hockey at college. You're playing against guys that are bigger, stronger, tougher. So you need to learn how to adjust. They push you every day in practice. That's where you get better. And I'm just really glad I was able to make the decision to go to Boston College.
Do you look forward to being maybe more of the focal point offensively and be generating even more than you were last year going back to BC?
You want to go out on the ice and you want to be able to do your best. You want to be able to have a great year. No matter where you are. So I've been getting ready every day since the season ended for this upcoming season. So have to wait and see.
What did you learn maybe from the season as far as things you want to focus on this summer, adjustments you want to make next year?
I think my kind of explosive power, I want to be able to be able to break away from defenders, to be able to have a heavy first step. You can always work on your shot. I've been working on my shot a lot, so you want to be a threat from wherever you are in the ice.
You're going to NODAC this year?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What are the things you have to work on?
I think I got to work on my defensive zone a little more. The more you can be trusted in that D zone, the more trust you have from the coaches, more playing time, more opportunity out there. And I feel like some games I'm not going to be scoring goals, being an offensive juggernaut. I got to find other ways to bring factors into the team that'll help them win, whether it be killing penalties or shutting down a top line, even if I'm not the best at it. Got to get better at that. And also my off-the-puck movement, kind of want to be open for my teammates more, be more of an option for them, because in college hockey it's pretty tough, less time and space, and it's not just on them to get you the puck. You got to be an option for them and put them in a situation to get you that puck.
Yeah. Did Colorado have a deaf camp last year?
Yeah, they did.
Did you go?
Yeah, I was there. I couldn't skate though. I had a shoulder injury, so I was doing a lot of PT and just meeting the coaching staff and meeting some of the other draft picks.
What did you pick up from that first camp, though?
Just a lot of attention to detail. I feel like that's a big thing in the NHL. Every guy you meet in the NHL is very detailed in what they do, whether it's off the ice, on the ice, sleep, recovery. A lot of the guys are detailed, and all the coaching staff is detailed. So just kind of honing in my details and being detailed with everything I do and making sure I do it with a purpose, not just to get it done. I think that was a big thing I took away from it.
Obviously, there's no fighting in college hockey. Did
No.
you have any fighting?
I don't have any
back in your
experience,
junior
but I
days?
think I just got to end up being thrown into the mix to see how good I am at it. But I know I'm going to work on some stuff this summer, actually, with Providence guy Aaron Downey. He runs.
boy.
So
Yeah.
Dad knows him, so he's going to go up there for a few days or a week in at the end of July, I think, and do some fighting tips. He's going to show me the ropes, but yeah, just get thrown in and see what happens. Yep.
Well, he'll be he'll show you some tricks.
Yeah, he probably some cheap shots maybe too, but yeah, it's I think that obviously for me to play, I think that's going to end up being part of my game, especially if I'm being physical. So just learn how to do it properly and kind of be respectful about it, stuff like that. I think that's the main goal. So.